Okay guys, so welcome back to a new episode. In this one we are having a look at today's action with Nokia stock. Now the market hasn't finished trading yet, but we can see that today Nokia so far is down by quite a significant amount. It's down by about 4%, and if we look at this one over the past week, this is actually not what we want to see at all, because we can see that Nokia stock has been down quite significantly. Over the whole week we've seen a decrease of about 9%, and of course if you would have bought in at the highs, you would have bought in for a premium, and now you'd be down about 38%. So I'm really glad that those highs have gone away, and now the stock price is falling a bit. It's not the most concerning thing in my personal opinion, but in tonight's episode I'm giving all of my personal views. So if it sounds like a plan, if it's something that you want to see guys, please leave a like and subscribe. It would be appreciated, as we make videos like this every single day and we cover a plethora of different stocks. And if that's the kind of thing that you'll enjoy guys, please leave that like and subscribe to show your support. With that being said guys, if you want to come talk to us in Discord, you can. Link to the Discord is below, and if you want to become a channel member, it would be appreciated. You can do that by pressing the join button. So with that being said guys, not wasting any more time, we are about to jump straight into this video and have a look at how Nokia has been moving over the past day and giving our forecast into tomorrow. So guys, yeah, Nokia stock is one which we cover a lot. Now obviously for the long term, I've said it before, I will say it again just to confirm, I think Nokia has some real big long term potential, and I think even if you buy in now, you're definitely buying in at a much better price, because yes, it does have some big potential, but let's face it guys, a lot of that hype that we have been seeing has kind of pulled the price up a bit too much, or at least in my opinion it has. I think, you know what, now that we are down a little bit, it's not the worst thing at all. Obviously guys, if you'd have bought him back at $4.20, you would still be up by a significant amount of about 7%. Now I know that's not the biggest that we have seen on the channel, but it is still a notable increase to note. And of course over the whole month we can see that you would have been up even more significantly. If it will let me select it, we can see that you'd have been up by about 15%. I think guys, that is what we do need to remember about stocks like Nokia. Yes, they are getting a lot of hype at the minute, and that is not necessarily a bad thing, but you know what guys, it's not necessarily a good thing either. Now a lot of people have been saying that they believe Nokia is going to the moon, and of course I personally do believe there is some potential for that. I definitely think it could double in price, maybe even triple in price, but I don't think it's going to triple in price tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen the next day or the day after that. I think it's going to be in a few months, if not a few years, because Nokia guys, let's face it, over the past few years it has been a pretty stable buy and hold. I mean yes, it has been selling off for quite some time now, since about November, but you know what guys, if you'd have bought in at those November lows, you can see you would be up about 37%. Now I know that doesn't sound like a lot to some people, because some people are on that more speculative play side, and I completely understand that. I think it's a very interesting model to go for, but let's face it guys, Nokia is going to be a more stable growth company in the future, unless something significantly changes in the next few days, and of course if it does, I will update you on that, so please leave a like and subscribe as to not miss out. But yeah guys, getting back to the subject, Nokia, some real big potential for the long term. Obviously for the short term there is still that potential. This one definitely could get some hype, and you know what, if you are in it for that, fair enough, but I would personally be getting into Nokia for a long term position, and I think today is definitely a great position to do that. Now yes, Nokia could fall a bit more, I'm not saying it's impossible, but in my opinion personally, and of course I am not a financial advisor, I definitely don't think there is much more room to fail, or to fall at least, because obviously yes, we are still up 7%, but let's face it, a lot more people are now aware of Nokia stock and what they intend to do for the future. I think that has kind of leveled us out at this current price of $4.50, and you know what, that's not a bad thing. I think it's actually quite a good thing. I think now Nokia is probably just going to be on the slow and stable for that steady growth into the future. So of course the 5G, the strategic partnerships with many different companies, is really going to help Nokia for that long-term growth. And of course if you're holding Nokia for the next 6 to 7 months, if not more, the next 2 to 3 years, you are probably going to see pretty big gains, as they do intend to expand their 5G coverage and of course their 5G market share quite significantly in the next few years. And I think that could really influence Nokia's stock on the upside, bringing it up to about $9 if not more potentially. So honestly guys, the 2 times potential, the 3 times potential, the 4 times potential even, really is there with this stock. But you know what, in my opinion it definitely is a more long-term potential, i.e. we're going to see those gains over a longer period of time. Now of course if you are buying into Nokia for the hype, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I would still consider it, but I would definitely consider it as a second option. And I say that in the sense that yes, you may see a bit of hype, Nokia may explode in the next few days. I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't, but even if it did guys, obviously I would sell off at those high points just to make that extra money. But if it didn't, I wouldn't be too worried, and I would still be going in for this one with the mentality of a long-term play. So just to summarise, guys, you know, I would be going into this with a long-term mentality, but if it was to pop up, I would be happy with that and I would sell off. But guys, if you do want to see my personal opinions on Nokia every single day, I make them on this channel, so please leave a like, please subscribe, and we will cover it again tomorrow. I hope I'll be seeing you in that episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye until then.